Hey guys, Clarksville Diggers here. The silicone grease I ordered, it came in. Actually came in a day early. This is a grease that's used by divers to maintain their equipment, their O-rings, their seals and all. And those seals are very delicate and you cannot use just any grease. And that's the same way on our metal detectors. On those of us that owns coils and detectors that are waterproof, they have these O-rings. Now this is the sniper coil. And what we're going to do, even on my coils, I'm going to even put a little bit. I usually put it on toothpick. Just kind of work it in there. Work it around. This will help keep these O-rings from drying out. And from reports and reviews, some people say they are, and I don't think the sniper coil is waterproof. I've heard some people say they've had some issues with them when they put them in the water. But the only place I'd use the sniper coil is on land around a lot of iron anyway. But we put that, it wouldn't even hurt to put a little bit on back of that, backing right there. Keep that condition, keep that sliding good. But just put that right around, work it on the inside of that O-ring. Don't take your O-ring out. Just kind of move that toothpick. Be careful not to puncture it or cut it. And just work that around. That's one down. Now I'm going to use it on this my max coil here. Same thing. Kind of work it around on your O-rings. Don't really take a whole lot. That'll help to keep these things from drying out, from cracking. Take care of your equipment and it'll take care of you. Now this is the wired headphones. These are pretty much, I'll use those for the well, I have been using for the AT Pro with the Z-Link. But I've been using my MS3 headphones, my wireless, which connects to that anyway. But what we're going to do here, I mean, these wired will probably eventually, hook into the machine anyway on certain hunts. So let's take care of the O-rings on these two. Keep those babies from drying out. When I thought about making this video or the other one talking about the silicone grease that was out there, I never really thought about hitting these O-rings on these cable connections. I'm just going to go ahead and stick this back on there, just so I don't misplace the Z-Link. Sometimes I got a bad habit of that. Lay something down, I forget. So it takes care of that. Let's get one thing up here. Okay, we got the AT Pro. And what I'm going to do going to open up the battery. We're going to do the same thing to these O-rings in here. We're going to put a little bit on that. That'll help keep them conditioned, keep them lubed, so water doesn't seep into your console through your battery. Ain't nothing worse to be working on some water and all of a sudden everything goes bat, you know what, crazy. And you get looking around later on and find out you got some water. So there we go. Doesn't take much, just a little conditioning. Put that back in there. If I have it in there right. There we go. Easy, I got those things upside down. Okay. Now we're going to do the coil on my AT Pro. Do my coil wire. That was looking a little bit dry. Glad I did this when I did. I do keep a whole assortment of O-rings, and that probably wouldn't be a bad idea for y'all. I'm sure even on the battery, I'm sure it's an oval O-ring, the big ones. But that's what we do, just put a little bit on there and work it around. Probably hear in the background popping and firecrackers. It's that time of the year. I haven't seen my lab up on the porch yet, wanting in. I'm sure it's not going to be long. Okay, on the other side of your AT Pro, if you're using the Z-Link for your audio, I really don't have to worry. I'm going to tighten that back up because I really don't have to worry about this one. Because your Z-Link, this thing here ain't waterproof. So the only thing that I would be concerned if I was running my hardwire on my headphones and going in there, then I have to make sure, which I already done, I got the O-ring on this. So alright, so AT Pro is through. I had my AT Pro collapse because where I'm keeping it in my office, I don't have a whole lot of standing room. Okay, now we got the Max. The Mighty Max. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to boy, that booger's in there. There we go. Whoop. I'll probably just put a scar on my table there. Same thing. I mean, this O-ring looks good. It's not dried. I mean, I haven't had this machine very long. But it's best to be proactive than reactive after something happens. I never like to wait for something to happen. I like to prevent things. So I have a little bit right there to work it in. That's all it needs. There we go. Put this dude back in. that was connected to my storm, my Neil storm coil, and I'm really enjoying that. And here we got the AT-Max is wireless, so I've got this other, my audio plug, I got it tightened up, so I don't really need to do anything to it. But for y'all, when some of y'all run a wireless and you got your plugs there, on the inside you got an O-ring. I just about forgot that too. So just put a little bit of dab into it. Work it in there. Doesn't take much. And put that dude back on. I know it was waterproof to begin with, sealed real good, but might as well just get all of the seals. So there we go, that's tight. Alright, I got my AT-Max with the storm coil. I've got it lubed. Got one more thing. I do believe that O-ring is an oval. I think that is an oval, a round O-ring, but when you put it on that, it's going to stretch. I think I do have some of these. If that is the case, if that's not manufacturally made for that shape, if it's a round one, I do believe it is. It'd pay to get those assortment trays where you got all kinds of different sizes and have you some of these. But in the meantime, we're going to try to take care of it. We're going to put a little bit on here. And this should be the last of it. It doesn't take long to do this stuff either. This video is going to be a little bit long, but oh well. Give me something to do tonight. This is my Friday, and got to take the wife to the hospital again tomorrow for her PT, and she's doing pretty good on her CPM machine, that leg machine that bends her knee. She's up to 60% now. And the swelling that we had issues with her leg before, swelling's gone down, except for right there around the knee where the surgery was done. So she's coming about pretty good. She's still hurting. She had some bad issues with the pain this morning. But she's a trooper. Let's put this back in. Yep. I thought everything was going too good. I usually get these things in backwards. Try it again, Sam. There we go. Alright. AT-Max is sealed. Okay, we did the AT-Max. We did the AT Pro. Did my coil connections on my wired headphones. I got the O-ring on that, so I do believe that is all. Well, folks, there's a lot of different silicone greases out there, and I've looked at some of them, but everybody is telling me stay away from those that's got petroleum base, because the petroleum, the O-ring will absorb that petroleum base grease, and it'll make it swell. And when it swells, it's not going to fit in the groove as good as it should be. And it doesn't take much, and this little jar here is going to probably last me almost a lifetime of my detectors. So if you got a diving shop nearby, a scuba shop someplace, I guarantee they got this stuff. Tried it, pure silicone grease. Get you some. Take care of your machines, and they'll love you for it. So that's about it. And we're going to see if we can do this without... There we go. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and thanks for all your prayers again. You can't get out there and do that hunting, and it's been pretty hot. But at least I can do something for y'all. And little things that I learn, little things that I find out, you know, how to maintain our equipment, I'm happy to pass them on. It's what we're here for, to help each other. So y'all have a blessed day. Joanne and I says thank you for everything. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your comments. And we will see you soon one day. And we'll be out there, and hopefully before the summer's over, we can have some videos for you. And the first one's going to be a doozy. I'm not going to spill the beans on that. I'm going to give y'all a thrill. But y'all have a blessed night. We're going to sign out. I'm going to try to get this thing loaded up and get it out on the air as fast as I can. So, happy hunting. Good luck in everything y'all doing. Keep living the dirt life. Just keep having fun. That's what it's all about. Clarksville Diggers, we're out of here. Y'all have a blessed night.